So you're gonna be in your Minecraft world and you're walking through, maybe you just did some terraforming and you're wondering, how can I spruce this place up a little bit more? Well, then you kind of just think rock. Well, rocks, boulders, all that kind of fun stuff is gonna be something that can actually improve your world by a long shot, and rocks, ooh, hello, are one of the best things that you can add to your Minecraft world, which basically help tie everything up around you. So I'm going to be teaching you guys how to begin making custom rocks for your Minecraft. Well, I consider myself to be somewhat of a rock connoisseur, but not not that kind of rock. That kind of rock is a mountain. We don't want to do those yet. We're not there yet. Um, So we're gonna pass over the mountain side of rocks, and we're gonna go to the cherry blossom side of rocks. So rocks are actually very important, um, and you kind of have to make them depending on where they are in the world. So if you wanted to be in a desert, if you wanted to be in a plains biome, or maybe it's on a beach. They basically have to be very, very specific to where they are being placed in the world. So that means putting certain blocks on or near certain rocks because of the location that they're. So here's a great example. So basically, say you're in a tundra, and well, you want to make some rocks. Well, make any shape you want. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna show you. See, I'm not doing this in any specific way or order. Look, perfect rock. That can be a rock. And then, of course, you want to bring in some layers, right? So let's say you don't want to make this too big of a rock. Let's add in one more layer on the top here. Let's say this is the rock that you want. So what we're going to do is that we are going to, well, let's say, we're in the snowy tundra, so we're going to take some tuff. We're going to take some of this deep slate, the snow, of course, and we're actually going to be using some mud for this. So what we're going to do is now we're going to go around and we're going to mix in some of this mud and some of this tuff, and of course the deep slate as well. But now what we also need to do is add in some of this snow. So with all of these different color and different textures and different blocks, we're now going to get something different. And you can see there's already a huge improvement other than just, normal stone. So let's take some of this. All right. So there you go. Now we can take these snow flat plate thingies and we can just kind of stack it up. Just kind of do whatever. This is definitely a much better example than that. But basically, you want to have your shape, right? And you want to add another layer on top of it, and another layer. But make sure you kind of bring it in slowly. And of course, don't feel afraid to make this pointy and try different shapes. You don't have to just do small rounded rocks. This is just, your basic show off. As you saw in Strides SMP, I have pointy rocks on the beach. They have sand on them to go with the sand. And then as you see in my hardcore world, I have pointy rocks, but I also have moss on top of it because those will go together because it's in a plain spot. So for this, what we're doing is that I made the shape just out of the pure blocks. And I kind of added in, just your normal blocks, and including some of the snow. Before I added into the plates, I decided, we're going to add in some cobbled deep slate slabs, some more stone slabs, some stairs. Basically, what this does is that instead of making it look like that, some blockiness, you have a little bit more shape, you have some more texture to it, you have a little bit more design to it. That's what you want in a rock. You don't want this blocky thing. You want something like this. And you can basically kind of change this up however you may want to. So a good example is that, well, what we have is that we have the snow. It kind of piles up on the sides because this is going to be in a snowy place. Or instead, what you can do is that you can have snow, or think, oh, well, it was snowing, and you don't just have to, put this just how it is right there, but let's say the snow is coming down. You can put snow on the top, and then it's more rocky on the bottom. And then for other biomes, so for a desert, you still want to keep the stone in there, but you want to use different texture, different blocks. So you got oak planks, you got birch planks, and of course you have sandstone stairs. You're also going to have sand. You want to combine all of those and put them together, as you did see in that, if you want to go back, that little cut to the little desert rock. Do something similar to that. It can be any shape or size, and if you want to build a mountain, go ahead and build a mountain. Sorry, I am speaking fast, but if you want to go for a mesa, you can still use these blocks and just try and incorporate this. Kind of depends on, where it is. Basically, what I'm saying is that it just really depends, for texturing and gradient and coloring wise, where it is. Shape wise, doesn't really matter if it's a mountain. You can do some research. You can do some research. You can look at real life examples. Feel free to go on Pinterest or go onto Google and look up rocks, and you can just kind of try and mimic those kinds of rocks. That's completely okay. Oh, and if you want to go for a mangrove, you can try and use some mud. You can use oak. You can use spruce. Do really whatever. Find blocks that work well together. So if it's in a darker brown color, then use some brown colors. If it's, you can also transition to this and to this. You can use dark oak. Don't really know where cherry would come in. Bamboo, that can also work for plains, I think. These could work within those biomes. These can work anywhere. They can work absolutely anywhere. And if you want to do a granite rock, do a granite rock. Let's just do it. Yeah, make a rock. Shape wise, it doesn't really matter. For coloring wise, I would say try and keep it a little bit more related to the area, definitely, just so it fits in and things, work out well together. But other than that, that's basically how you make a rock. Experiment with this. There is no limit to what you can do with these rocks. It is your world. It is your game. It is your design. It's your creation. Experiment. Practice. Practice makes perfect. I cannot emphasize that enough. Doing whatever you want is basically what is going to make your world yours. So, if you enjoyed this, and if you did find this helpful, please do make sure that you are subscribed to the channel so you can get another tutorial video. And, of course, you get to watch even more cool videos that I have posted on my channel, if you're interested in those, such as Strides SMP, or maybe even my hardcore series, which I probably should return to soon. But I really do hope you enjoyed, and I really do hope that you guys found this helpful. So I will see you all very, very soon. Bye-bye!